was kind of crushing, if I'm being honest. And I had to call myself out too, because I was like, why are you being a bitch? Minong was looking cute on that date with Jungkook this morning. Hi people, welcome back. If it's your first time, my name is Talia Adewale and this is DISBYDEM. We are talking about episode 4 of Better Late Than Single. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave your comments. Thank you so much for the people who have been leaving comments. You guys are the real ones. Hit the like button and smash that bell so you know when I post new videos. And let's just get into it. I actually thought about combining the episodes and like compressing it into one, but I'm enjoying. I don't think I've ever done episode by episode before or reviews of anything, because it's either I'm doing reactions / reviews or I'm doing straight up reactions. So this I'm actually really enjoying. So after I watched episode 4 today, I needed to have some family time, so we went out. I didn't watch the other episodes, so I have no idea what has happened. So we're just going to talk about 4 today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. I see the engagement. Usually if a video does 100 views or more within the first 48 hours, it gets a follow-up. If it doesn't, I just don't waste my time, because if not a lot of people are watching it, then it's not really worth the time invested in doing, you know, all the work. That's usually what I do. But yeah, you guys are watching it, so thank you so much. And I know it's because a lot of people like the show. At least the people that have found it. I know a whole lot haven't even found this show yet, so I'm very excited for when more people find the show, because I think this is a good show. Now let's just dive on in. So episode 4, it's 101 dates, and they start out with Minong and Jungkook. Before the date even started out, Jungkook went to ask her if he should wear his glasses. Now I didn't really understand the significance of that. To me personally, you want to wear your glasses, wear your glasses. If you don't want to wear your glasses, don't wear it. But I guess I don't know why he decided to ask her. That's just my thing. I just didn't get the gesture, but the hosts were eating it up. So I'm guessing that in Korea it's a different thing, maybe? I don't know, guys. I grew up dating in Nigeria. Different ballgame. So anyway, she says yes, you can wear, of course, like wear your glasses, you know. She brings up the bossy comment. So she brings up comment from before. I guess she's just trying to make it known, you know, or trying to see where Jungkook's head is at in case he did really feel like maybe she was being bossy. I guess she didn't want him to see her in that light. And he says, no, that you're also feminine too. Now, another thing again, the hosts are eating this all up, and it's like, I get it that Jungkook is smooth, right? He talks casually. I think he's the kind of guy that can talk to a girl, just not the girl he likes. That is his own social hang-up, if I'm being honest, because he talks to people very easily. He's very, like, you know, quick with it. He's very engaging, and he knows the right things to say. His brother also looks like he gets down, if you get what I mean, you know. His brother looks fine, I'm not gonna lie. His twin look like he gets down with the girls. So I don't think Jungkook is I don't think he lacks female interactions in his life. So he knows how to navigate those situations. It's only when it comes to the girl that he likes, and that's when he's like, hold up, don't know what to do. So the hosts are eating it up, saying, oh, he's so smooth, he says the right thing. And here's the thing, I love the experience for Minong, but I don't like that it is one-sided, because it is one-sided at this point in time. We all know that Jungkook is still on Pink Barbie's timeline. So even though I'm loving the experience from Minong, I hate that she doesn't really know that it's one-sided. And so she's falling deeper while he is just there like, yeah, I'm just comfortable around her, so I can say all these things freely, you know? They end up doing the date at the haunted house. Yet again, another fabricated scenario for them to have to touch each other for physical contact. And I think this might be unpopular, but I'm not on board with it, because of the people that are involved in the show. Usually when it comes to, like, if you take like the cast of like what's the name, Singles Inferno to a Haunted House, I'm like, fine, these people are seasoned, they know what they're doing, so if they're gonna grab you, you know that they mean it. But in this scenario, you're going to fabricate physical touch, especially when right now it's only one-sided, because by the end of it they were holding hands and she was like, it made her heart flutter, which again, please don't get me wrong, I love it for her. I need them to have these emotions. I want them to feel these emotions, you know, fall in love and all of that. But if it's fabricated, I don't want it, because she's there saying, my heart fluttered. Yes, he held my hand. I don't know who held who's first, but he held my hand. He had to. You were in a ghost haunted house. It's dark. You can't see. The best way to navigate a haunted house is by holding each other. I will never do a date in a haunted. I don't need to do it. I'm married. But even now, I will not go to a haunted house with my husband, guys. I don't like it. I like thrillers, I like gore, but I don't like horror. It's very simple. The hand holding, she's like, my heart fluttered. And then he's like, yeah, he didn't really feel anything. He grabbed her just so that they could get out of there quickly. And it's two different perspectives, you know, and I hate that because this is how people get their hearts broken. So this fabricated scenarios where they're making them have physical contact, I don't necessarily think it's the best solution for them. I feel like they should try and do things organically, and if it ends up being that, or like the scenario where Hyun-kyu and Jisoo went to the rock thing, that was them. She opted to go to the rock, to go to the beach and, you know, do the whole walk there. That was organic. Nobody forced them. Well, I hope nobody did. You know what's the whole body? Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? I just don't like it when they're forcing them, just like the instructor forcing Songli and Do to have physical contact, and she literally said no. They still made her do it anyways, you know? Again, the hosts are eating it up, and it just really confused me because the hosts know. We all know, we see. The hosts know that it's one-sided. Only Jungkook is not really interested in her, so poor Minong is there falling in love all by herself. And I don't even think that Jungkook is not interested. He says that he only has his mind on Do for now. But I honestly think that with the way he interacts with Minong, he could fall for her if he gave it a chance. But right now, he just needs to see it through with Do because that's who he's interested in. And I can respect that. And then we go to Sangho and we see who the new girl is. She's Miji. She's 27 and she's a Japanese teacher. She looked cute. I kind of liked it. She had this nerdy vibe going on for her. I kind of dug it, to be honest. So her speaking Japanese, obviously she was just trying to break the ice. Sangho was already sweating, so I don't know. She ended up being, Eun-ji ended up being her Cupid. And Eun-ji proved me wrong. In this episode, I had my humble pie, guys. You know, it's not hard for me to come out and say when I'm wrong. Eun-ji proved me wrong, and I loved it because Eun-ji actually coached her for dating scenarios. You know, how to flirt, how to, you know, have that physical contact but make it look natural. Eun-ji proved me wrong, and my heart goes off to her. I really loved it. Two people surprised me in this episode: Eun-ji and Jiyeon, and we'll get to it. Sangho was very talkative during this whole thing. He was talking up a storm. He was very complimentary. You know, he was like, we've never seen Sangho before. So in his one-on-one, he said that she's his type and that she's his top choice for now. I don't think the same goes for Minji. Or Miji, sorry, her name is Miji. I'll probably call her Minji a few times, guys. Just bear with me. I don't think the same goes for her, but as they did have a back and forth. She seemed to have a good time. She seemed relaxed, but she also seems like the kind of person that, I think she's social enough that she can talk to people, but she just has never dated. And everybody was blaming her glasses. I kind of agree, man, because when I saw her with those glasses, I said, yep, I get it now. I get it. I think it's going to be interesting. Next, we see Jiyeon and Jaehyun. They go to this purple molly field. I think, was that what she called it? I feel like that's what she called it. I don't know. It was very beautiful, very, very picturesque. And she says, let's do selfies. They need to cut him out of all those selfies. They need to cut him out. I was going to say they should burn the selfies, but Jiyeon looked super cute in the picture. So him, just cut him out. They need to like erase from those selfies because my god, man is super awkward. He admits that he has been careful with what he says and how he acts because he doesn't want to make a mistake. And this was where Jiyeon surprised me, guys. I know in the first episodes I was really hard on Jiyeon, but guys, I'm reacting to the things that I see, and I'm going episode by episode. I haven't seen everything in its entirety, and that's why I appreciate the transitions for me, because a lot of things changed for me in this episode. A lot of people that I was, you know, really looking down on, basically, let's be honest, I was being a bitch. And that's okay, guys. That's okay. I was reacting to time. A lot of them, things changed for me. Even the host, remember episode 1? I was tearing them down like nothing. I still don't like, I still doubt one person. But for the most part, the hosts have been very fantastic, especially as hosts. And Eun-ji was absolutely phenomenal as a coach in this episode. So it's okay. So y'all don't come for my head, okay? She then tells him that there's something that she's always wanted to say to him ever since she met him, because she felt like they were very much alike. She used to be the same way, where she would always look down, she wouldn't interact or wouldn't speak up because she was scared of saying something, you know, wrong. And so she told him that if you make a mistake and people perceive it as a mistake, just apologize. It's not the end of the world. She was absolutely phenomenal during this. She was such a cool person. And even though I still believe that, yeah, she's going to get her heart broken by the end of this, I can respect her even more now because I understand her a little more. So I think that Jiyeon is actually a cool person. I just feel like maybe she set her heart on, you know what, maybe not, because the job relief was kind not really relief, God, the job reveal was kind of a game changer, I think because they're so well suited, especially kind of like yin and yang in the same industry, no? I don't know. Jiyeon kind of changed things around for me. Jisoo is still my favorite girl, guys, and that's not changing anytime soon. Even though I was clocking some of the BS with Jisoo this episode, that's not changing anytime soon. But Jiyeon really impressed me in this episode, and I have to give her her flowers, guys. Let's put respect where respect is due. Jaehyun was very, very appreciative. He thanked her and he said he was very thankful that she said that. And I think somebody needed to tell him that. She said that. Jiyeon actually said that somebody told her that at one point, and it was very helpful for her, and that's why she wanted to tell him. She tells him that her first impression never changed and that she is going all in for the first impression. She doesn't say it's him, but you know, it's kind of like a hint, nudge. Don't think he got the reference though, if I'm being honest, because in his one-on-one, he said he's still thinking about Yeon-young. And that was all kind of like what he said. We see Jaehyun and Jungkook because they're roommates talking, and Jaehyun is telling Jungkook that he'd asked Jiyeon about who the guys her roommate, about the kind of guys that her roommate likes, which her roommate is Do. God, we got there eventually, guys. Lord have mercy. And Jiyeon had said that Do likes manly men. So Jungkook was already starting to feel down because he's not a manly man. But Jaehyun was like, no, not in that sense. In the sense that you are direct in what you do, your actions, you know, express yourself, like just be upfront about it. Do has switched her type many a time. So at this point, and all of them have. It wasn't just Do. I have also got some clarification about Do this episode. There was a lot of clarification for me in this episode, guys. Honestly, there was. And I had to call myself out too, because I was like, why are you being a bitch? So it's downtime for Eternal Singles Night. Yeon-young gets there trying to sit beside Jungkook, but she gets there ahead. The problem now is that Jungkook is Jaehyun's roommate. So obviously they know who they like, each other person likes. So Jungkook is being a matchmaker at this point in time. When he gets to the fire pit, he's like, oh no, you go sit there, and he sits on the opposite side. So again, another scenario comes up where they needed straw. Do stood up to go get it. Jungkook was like, no, you sit down, I'll go get it. Seeing that Jungkook was going to get it, Yeon-young stood up to follow, and then Jungkook was like, Jaehyun, you go. So Yeon-young is pretty quick on the uptake. She's like, okay, obviously they're roommates, and it's obvious that it looks like Jaehyun likes her, and Jungkook probably likes somebody else, so he's trying to be the wingman. So she does I don't even think it's eventually. Within that night, she gets the hint, and she's kind of sad about it, but I don't know if she's giving up yet. Sang-ho and Miji then return, and then they get a text that it's women who are revealing their own information this night. So Miji, 27, Japanese teacher. Jisoo is 26, and she's a ballet dance teacher. She majored in dance and ballet. That is where the sophistication and the poise comes from. It actually made sense. I didn't think that was what she did. I thought maybe, I didn't know why it didn't even occur to me that was what she did. Anyhow, Do is 27 and an online lecturer, geography. We did see that already. Jiyeon is 26 and a music producer. That shocked me. I was not expecting it. And she looked so cool when she was in her element. I was like, oh my god. I really I really did see Jiyeon in a different light this episode. I was kind of crushing, if I'm being honest. I was crushing on her a little bit. Because she just seemed cool with everything that she did. Giving Jiyeon, solid advice, encouraging him to be himself. And then being this cool music producer. I was like, oh my god. She's so cool. She's so freaking cool. I loved it. Anywho, why I said that she kind of seems perfect for Jaehyun, because he does 3D animation, right? For movies and games. Is that not what he said he did? She does the music for like games and other stuff as well. So it kind of just felt like a match made in heaven, if I'm being honest. At least career-wise, right? That did intrigue him a little bit, but he's still stuck on Yeon-young. And then Minong is 28 and she's a fashion marketer. Oh my god, I forgot. Minong was looking cute on that date with Jungkook this morning. Look, I'm actually on the episode right now, and she looks fucking fantastic, man. Her in the pink, her hair, everything was sitting, her nails, oh, she looks so cute. And I was like, looking at them, they do actually make a good couple. But I just don't think Jung-kook sees it for himself at this point in time. Everybody knows that things might change. I think things did change drastically in this episode, but maybe not in favor of Minyoung. And last but not least was Yeomyung. She's 26 and she's in college studying business administration while also looking, for a job. So Miji gets the same choice that Song-chan got the night before. She gets 20 minutes, 2 guys in the suite. They showed us oh my god. Well, that was that. Oh, the village people came for me on that one. So they showed us that she chose Song-chan first. And I don't know who the second person she chose was. They didn't show us yet. When he was entering the key, when she heard the code being entered into the door, she looked like she was in a horror movie and the murderer had come for her. I was like, girl, relax. You knew it was happening. I just found it very funny. They then get another random date, night, which I like. I didn't actually expect them to do this. So tonight is the men. The men choose the random spot and the women go over to them. So we see Jaehyun and Minong comes along. I did really, they were acting like brother and sister, if I'm being honest. But I also think that Jaehyun may have misled her during that interaction because she was trying to get hints about who Jung-kook likes, seeing that they're roommates. And he said, she was like, oh, should I be worried? And he said, no. She absolutely should be worried, honey. He does not like her. At least not like that. And I know that he can't outright come and say he likes somebody like Jung-kook likes somebody else. But I would have said that he does have multiple options in the house. At least put it that way. So she doesn't get her hopes all the way up. We know that she counts her chickens. She literally called herself a chicken farmer because she counts her eggs before they hatch, And she admitted that willingly. So, I don't know, but I don't think Jaehyun had the social skills to navigate that scenario. So, I'm not really putting it on him. It is what it is. Minong will find out eventually. Then we see Jung-kook, and of all things, he gets Do. The interaction was a little, it was interesting, I think, but he was just surprised. He didn't really know how to handle the situation. And here she comes again, asking who your first impression was. And this time around, it worked out for her. It really did work out for her. And this was also where I kind of had a revelation for myself. I was like, why am I being so hard on Do? All the girls are asking the same question. So why am I being so hard on Do? And it's because that whole situation with Hyun-kyu, that interaction had already tainted my view of Do. And I had subconsciously decided that I was just not going to like this girl. And it happens, guys. It happens. But I clocked myself in this episode because I was like, no. If you're going to call out Do, then call out everybody else. Because almost everybody else was asking the same question. So don't be so obsessive with Do. Anyway, she does ask the first impression question. And he turns it back on her. And she says, I chose you. That he then reveals that he also chose her. She then goes on to say that, oh, she's surprised because she thought she got 0 votes. So that's what it was. That's what it was. She was fishing around looking for who voted for her because she didn't think that anybody had voted for her. And it's like, okay, let's just move on. But when he told her that he voted for her for the first impression, she was shocked, and that seemed to kind of malfunction her brain a little bit. She really didn't know what to say, and then their 15 minutes were up. Then we see Hyun-kyu and Miji, and there wasn't really anything. I didn't really mark down anything for that. Then the girls pick again. I don't know why. Do we have more girls than guys? It should be equal, right? But anyways, they pick again, and Do and Jung-kook are matched up again. Surprise, surprise, guys. It was actually fate. In my head, I was like, God is rewarding him for the 3 nights that he wasn't able to, talk to her. And now he gets to talk to her twice in a row. At this point, he was very direct. He told her that he hadn't seen any opportunities to stalk her, but he has always wanted to go on a date with her, and he was very upfront about it. And I think that was good for him because she really didn't see him as an option, because she was shocked that he was considering her as an option. And I was like, girl, if you're looking for people who are looking for you, then you should also sit down there thinking that you're an option for other people, I just didn't, but I think she did explain it. She said something about, being in the room and discussing, and the girls all liking, this was in her one-on-one, not to him, but because so many people liked him, like, she didn't really know what to do, so she wasn't really considering him an option or something. Or now that he's saying that she's his first option, she doesn't know what to do because so many other girls are interested in him. And I'm like, girl, this is not better friends than single. It's better late than single, okay? It's a friend island. It's love island. Then they show us Song Lee, and he gets his girl. He gets Jisoo. I don't know why I called her his girl. He gets Jisoo, and he said that he liked 2 people in the house, but that Do was not one of the people. But I was like, God damn, this girl is just she's catching strays. She's not even in the vicinity. Lord have mercy. She said she liked 3 people. And I know that Sang-ho, Hyun-kyu are two of those three people. And then eventually she says that she liked that he was one of the three because they go back and forth with this communication misunderstanding. And then she reveals that it was Sang-ho, Hyun-kyu, and him. And this is where I started side eyeing Jisoo, guys. Still my favorite girl. Ain't nothing changing that. But I had to call her up because she told Sang-ho that he was his type. Then she told Hyun-kyu that he was his second her second time, and now she's telling him that he's on the board. She even calls it out herself. She says that, does she just like anybody who likes her? And I'm like, you need to sit down and ask yourself that question, because now I have to side you. I like you, but I have to side you. And it was also in this scenario that I called myself out too, because she also asked him about his first impression pic. I was like, why am I so quick to judge though, if even my favorite girl is doing it, you know? So guys, I'm not unaware that there's bias in my reactions, but most of the time I try to be clear about it. I try to call out the bullshit regardless of whether I like the person or not. I still don't know that I will favor Do by the end of this, but things have changed completely. At this point in time, it's a reset for me. I'm looking at Do in a new light, because now actually maybe being with somebody that she likes is going to be a different scenario. But I don't think it's going to be that easy, because I have a gut feeling that Jungkook is going to get to know Do and decide that he's going somewhere else. I have a gut feeling about it, and it is stressing me out. I tell you, I'm not even kidding. So Song Lee ends up giving what's her name, Jisoo, the letter that he wrote, the personal letter that he wrote to her in person. And he was the only one in all these spot dates that actually suggested that they should meet later. Once the spot random dates are done, they should meet later by the pool and just talk all night. Because even the hosts were asking them that they know that they can talk, right? They don't have to just go straight to bed afterwards. I mean, again, look at the people who are dealing with here, guys. Baby steps, literally baby steps. But they know, right? They're adults. They're not sequestered afterwards. They have their own roaming time to be able to chat with one another. Like, one thing that worries me about the series is the fact that, I don't know, I think I was one of the only people who leaves comments on my videos these days. An iconic Monbebe adores and flying. Shout out to you. We've been going back and forth on each episode, and one of the things that I was like worried about, I was saying to them, is that I fear that these people will go back more emotionally stunted than they came to the show. And Iconic Monbebe brought up a very solid point, and I didn't even think about it. They said not just from the experience during their time, but also having to deal with the public reaction now that it is airing. And we all know that everybody is riding this cancel culture high horse right now, and we know that people will perceive different things that these people are doing and have some reason to attack them. I'm so worried, considering that they are already lacking social skills and already their first reaction is to hide into their shell. I am very worried. So I'm just gonna say this now, please, let's not spread hate, right? I know I come on here and I'm very strong with my opinions, but please know that it ends here. Even after the show, I don't even do follow-ups. It's you guys that are saying, did you see this interview? Did you see that interview? Did you check their Instagram? I don't do it. I don't care. Outside of their show, their personal lives are not my business, guys. So please, let's not spread any hate. Let's not attack them. They are doing their best already. All they did was they came here to find love. It just so happens that it is on an international platform. So let's have grace, okay? Let's have grace. I'm just saying, because I know we come here, we talk about, we dish. We talk about all these things, and, you know, we're very opinionated about what we stand for and what we don't stand for, but it doesn't go beyond this for me, and it shouldn't for you. Should not be this, you should not be that, you should never be that invested in people's lives outside of a show. Let's wrap this up, guys. It was a fantastic episode. I'm very excited to see the developments in episode 5 and 6. We will see. Here's the thing. I always think about lumping them together, but then it's going to be like an hour long, and who wants to sit and watch that? Definitely not me. So I'm enjoying this episode for episode, guys. I really am. I think I'm going to stick to that for the next for the next bit. Some of the other shows that I'm doing, I will not be continuing. Like I said, if it's not over 100 after 48 hours, then the show does not get continued on my channel. And right now, My Siblings Romance China is falling into that category, so we're probably not going to continue. I will finish it, don't get me wrong. I will finish it. I'm just not going to waste my time doing any videos on it if nobody is going to watch it. Simple as. But yeah, be sure to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!